Laziness is the silent killer of dreams, the thief of potential, the enemy of greatness. But here's the truth. You're not lazy, you're just scared. Scared of failure, scared of success, scared of change. But fear is just a feeling, and feelings can be overcome. You see, every morning when that alarm clock rings, you have a choice. You can hit snooze and drift back into comfortable mediocrity, or you can rise up and seize the day. That moment, that split-second decision, that's where your life is shaped. That's where champions are born and losers fade away. Now, I'm not here to coddle you or tell you it's going to be easy. It's not. The path to success is paved with sweat, tears, and sacrifice. But let me tell you something, it's worth it. Every single drop of effort you put in today is an investment in your future self. Think about it. Every time you choose the easy way out, every time you procrastinate, every time you make excuses, you're not just letting yourself down. You're letting down every person who believes in you. You're letting down your future self who's counting on you to lay the foundation for their success. But here's the good news. You have the power to change. Right here, right now. You have the ability to rewrite your story, to reshape your destiny. It all starts with a decision. A decision to be better, to do better, to live better. Now, what I want you to think about your goals, what is it that you truly want in life? Is it financial freedom? A thriving business? A healthy body? A loving family? Whatever it is, I want you to close your eyes and visualize it. See it, feel it, taste it. That's your destination. That's what you're fighting for. But here's the kicker. That dream won't come to you. You have to go to it. You have to chase it down with everything you've got. And that means killing your laziness. It means pushing past your comfort zone day in and day out. Let me tell you a story. There was once a young man who dreamed of becoming a successful entrepreneur. He had big ideas, grand visions, but there was one problem: he was lazy. He'd sleep in every day, waste hours watching television, procrastinate on his business plans. He always had an excuse. I'll start tomorrow, he'd say. I'm just not feeling motivated today. Years went by, and his dreams remained just that. Dreams, until one day he looked in the mirror and didn't recognize the person staring back at him. He saw a man filled with regret, a man who had wasted his potential. And in that moment, he made a decision. He decided to change. He started small. He set his alarm for 5 a.m. and forced himself out of bed, even when every fiber of his being screamed to go back to sleep. He replaced TV time with reading time, learning about business and personal development. He started working on his business plan, bit by bit. It wasn't easy. There were days when he wanted to give up, days when the old habits called to him like sirens. But he persevered, he kept pushing, kept grinding, kept moving forward. And you know what happened? Slowly but surely, things started to change. His business idea began to take shape. He started making connections, building a network. And one day, after months of hard work and dedication, he launched his company. Today, that man is a successful entrepreneur. He's living the life he once only dreamed of. And it all started with a decision to kill his laziness. Now, I'm not saying you need to become an entrepreneur. Your path might be different, but the principle remains the same. Success in any field requires discipline, dedication, and hard work. So how do we kill laziness? How do we overcome the inertia that keeps us stuck in mediocrity? Let me give you a few strategies. First, start your day right. The way you begin your morning sets the tone for the entire day. Wake up early. I'm talking 5 a.m., maybe even 30. I know it sounds crazy, but those early morning hours are golden. They're quiet, they're peaceful, and they're yours. Use them to plan your day, to exercise, to read, to meditate. Start your day with purpose and watch how it transforms your life. Second, set clear goals. Not vague wishes, not someday dreams, but concrete, specific goals. Write them down, make them measurable, give them deadlines. A goal without a plan is just a wish. So don't just wish for success, plan for it. Third, take massive action. Knowledge without action is useless. You can read all the self-help books in the world, attend every seminar, listen to every motivational speech. But if you don't take action, nothing will change. So start moving. Take that first step, no matter how small it might seem. Fourth, embrace discomfort. Growth happens outside your comfort zone. If you're not feeling uncomfortable, you're not growing. So seek out challenges. Do the things that scare you. Push your limits. That's where the magic happens. Fifth, develop good habits. Your life is the sum of your habits. If you want to change your life, change your habits. Start small. Maybe it's reading for 30 minutes a day, or exercising for 20 minutes, or writing down 3 things you're grateful for. These small habits, repeated day after day, will compound over time and lead to massive results. Sixth, surround yourself with the right people. You are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. So choose wisely, surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who push you to be better. Cut out the negative influences, the energy vampires, the dream killers. Seventh, learn to manage your time. Time is your most precious resource. You can always make more money, but you can never make more time. So guard it fiercely. Prioritize. Learn to say no to the things that don't matter so you can say yes to the things that do. 8, take care of your body. Your physical health directly impacts your mental and emotional well-being. Eat right. Exercise regularly. Get enough sleep. When you feel good physically, you have more energy, more focus, more drive to pursue your goals. 9th, never stop learning. The world is changing faster than ever before. If you're not growing, you're falling behind. Read books, take courses, learn new skills, stay curious. The more you learn, the more valuable you become. 10th, practice gratitude. It's easy to focus on what we don't have, on what's not working. But gratitude shifts your focus to the positive. It gives you perspective. It fuels your motivation. Every day, take a moment to appreciate what you have, how far you've come. Now, let's talk about failure. Because if you're going to kill your laziness and pursue your dreams, you're going to fail a lot. And that's okay. In fact, it's more than okay. It's necessary. Failure's not the opposite of success. It's part of success. Every successful person you admire has failed more times than you can imagine. The difference is they didn't let failure stop them. They learned from it. They grew from it. They used it as fuel to push them forward. So embrace failure. Welcome it. Learn to see it not as a setback, but as feedback. Every failure is a lesson. Every setback is an opportunity to come back stronger. Remember, success is not a straight line. It's a series of ups and downs, twists and turns. There will be days when you feel on top of the world and days when you feel like giving up. The key is to keep moving forward no matter what. Now, let's address a common excuse I hear all the time. I don't have time. Let me tell you something. You have the same 24 hours in a day as everyone else. It's not about having time, it's about making time. It's about priorities. If something is truly important to you, you'll find the time. You'll make the time. So stop saying you don't have time. Instead, ask yourself, is this a priority for me? If it is, make the time. If it's not, be honest with yourself and let it go. Another excuse I hear often is, I'm not talented enough. Listen, talent is overrated. Sure, it helps, but it's not the determining factor in success. Hard work beats talent when talent doesn't work hard. So stop worrying about whether you're talented enough and start focusing on working hard enough. Now let's talk about fear. Fear of failure, fear of success, fear of the unknown. Fear is natural. It's human. But here's the thing. Courage isn't the absence of fear. Courage is feeling the fear and doing it anyway. So feel the fear, acknowledge it, then take a deep breath and push through it. On the other side of fear is where the magic happens. It's where growth occurs. It's where dreams become reality. Remember, every great achievement in history was once considered impossible. The 4-minute mile, landing on the moon, the personal computer, All of these were once thought to be beyond human capability. But someone dared to dream, dared to push past their fears and limitations, and made the impossible possible. You have that same power within you. You have the ability to achieve greatness. But it won't happen by accident. It won't happen by wishing and hoping. It will happen through consistent, dedicated effort. It will happen by killing your laziness and embracing discipline. Now, I want to address something important. When I talk about killing laziness, I'm not advocating for workaholism. I'm not suggesting you work yourself to the bone 24/7. That's not sustainable, and it's not healthy. What I'm talking about is purposeful, focused effort. It's about making the most of your time, about being productive rather than just busy. It's about working smart, not just hard. It's about prioritizing what's truly important and letting go of the rest. It's about finding balance between work and rest, between striving and contentment, between pushing yourself and being kind to yourself. Because here's the truth. You can't pour from an empty cup. You need to take care of yourself. You need to recharge. You need to find joy and fulfillment outside of your work and your goals. That's not laziness. That's wisdom. So take time to relax. Take time to enjoy life. Take time to appreciate the journey, not just the destination. But when it's time to work, work with everything you've got. When it's time to pursue your goals, pursue them with unwavering focus and determination. Now let's talk about consistency. Because killing laziness isn't a one-time event. It's not something you do once and then you're set for life. It's a daily practice. It's a habit you need to cultivate day after day, week after week, year after year. Think of it like brushing your teeth. You don't brush your teeth once and expect them to stay clean forever. You do it every day, sometimes multiple times a day. You do it even when you don't feel like it, even when you're tired, even when you're busy, because you know it's important for your health. The same principle applies to personal growth and success. You need to show up every day. You need to put in the work consistently, not just when you feel motivated or inspired, because motivation is fleeting. Discipline is reliable. Now, here's a powerful truth. Small actions repeated consistently over time lead to massive results. It's the compound effect in action. Just like compound interest can turn a small investment into a fortune over time, small daily actions can transform your life. Reading just 10 pages a day might not seem like much, but over a year, that's 3,650 pages, equivalent to about 18 books. Saving just $5 a day might not seem significant, but over a year, that's $1,825. Over 10 years, with compound interest, it could grow to a substantial sum. The same principle applies to every area of your life. Small improvements in your health, your relationships, your skills, compounded over time, lead to extraordinary results. But it requires consistency. It requires showing up day after day, even when you don't see immediate results. Because here's the thing, success is not an event. It's not something that happens overnight, it's a process. It's the result of hundreds, thousands of small decisions and actions over time. It's the result of choosing discipline over laziness day after day. Now, I want you to think about your future self. Imagine yourself 5 years from now, 10 years from now, 20 years from now. What do you want that person to be like? What do you want them to have achieved? What kind of life do you want them to be living? That future self is counting on you. They're depending on the choices you make today, the habits you form, the actions you take. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, you're investing in that future self. You're paving the way for their success, their happiness, their fulfillment. So when you're tempted to hit the snooze button, when you're tempted to procrastinate, when you're tempted to take the easy way out, think about that future self. Are you willing to let them down? Are you willing to rob them of the life they could have had just for a moment of comfort today? Remember, the pain of discipline weighs ounces, but the pain of regret weighs tons. Choose the pain of discipline. Your future self will thank you. Now, let's talk about mindset. Because killing laziness isn't just about what you do, it's about developing a growth mindset. A mindset that embraces challenges, persists in the face of setbacks, sees effort as the path to mastery, learns from criticism, and finds lessons and inspiration in the success of others. With a growth mindset, you understand that your abilities and intelligence can be developed through effort, good teaching, and persistence. You don't see failure as evidence of unintelligence, but as a heartening springboard for growth and for stretching your existing abilities. This mindset is crucial in overcoming laziness, because when you believe that you can grow, that you can improve, that you can overcome your current limitations, you're much more likely to put in the effort. You're much more likely to persist in the face of challenges. You're much more likely to see obstacles as opportunities for growth rather than reasons to give up. So how do you develop this mindset? It starts with awareness. Pay attention to your thoughts. When you face a challenge, do you think, I can't do this, or I can't do this yet? When you fail, do you think, I'm not good enough, or what can I learn from this? Then challenge your fixed mindset thoughts. Replace I can't with I can learn to. Replace this is too hard with this may take some time and effort. Replace I'm not good at this with I'm not good at this yet, but I can improve with practice. Celebrate effort, not just results. Understand that struggle and challenge are part of the learning process, not evidence of lack of ability. Embrace mistakes as opportunities for growth. Seek out challenges that will stretch you. And remember, developing a growth mindset is itself a process. It takes time and practice. You might slip back into fixed mindset thinking sometimes, and that's okay. The key is to recognize it and gently guide yourself back to a growth mindset. Now let's talk about purpose. Because killing laziness becomes a lot easier when you have a strong sense of purpose. When you know why you're doing what you're doing. Your purpose is your compass. It's what guides you when times get tough. It's what motivates you when your initial excitement fades. It's what keeps you going. Everyone else has given up. So ask yourself, what's your why? Why do you want to achieve your goals? Why do you want to improve yourself? Why do you want to kill your laziness? And don't just settle for surface level answers. Dig deep. Keep asking why until you get to the core of what truly drives you. Maybe you want financial success so you can provide a better life for your family. Maybe you want to build a business that makes a positive impact on the world. Maybe you want to improve your health so you can be there for your kids and grandkids. Whatever it is, make it personal, make it emotional, make it powerful. Write it down. Put it somewhere you'll see it every day. When you're tempted to give in to laziness, when you're facing a tough challenge, when you're feeling discouraged, remind yourself of your why. Let it reignite your motivation. Let it fuel your discipline. Now here's something important to remember. Your purpose doesn't have to be grand or world-changing. It just has to be meaningful to you. It has to be something that resonates with your values, something that excites you, something that makes you want to jump out of bed in the morning. And your purpose can evolve over time. As you grow, as you achieve goals, as you gain new experiences and insights, your sense of purpose might shift. That's okay. The important thing is to always have something that drives you, something that gives meaning to your efforts. Let's talk about environment, because the environment you put yourself in plays a huge role in either fostering discipline or enabling laziness. Look around you. Is your environment conducive to productivity and growth? Or is it filled with distractions and temptations? Do the people around you inspire you to be better, or do they encourage complacency? Your environment shapes your behavior more than you might realize. If you're constantly surrounded by junk food, it's going to be much harder to eat healthily. If your workspace is cluttered and disorganized, it's going to be harder to focus and be productive. If you're always around people who waste time and make excuses, it's going to be harder to stay disciplined and focused. So take control of your environment. Create a space that promotes productivity. Keep your workspace clean and organized. Surround yourself with tools and resources that support your goals. Put inspirational quotes or reminders of your goals where you'll see them often. And most importantly, be intentional about the people you spend time with. Surround yourself with people who inspire you, who challenge you, who support your goals. Limit your exposure to negative influences, to people who drag you down or encourage laziness. Remember, you are the average of the 5 people you spend the most time with. Choose those 5 people wisely. Now let's talk about habits, because at its core, laziness is often just a collection of bad habits. And the key to overcoming laziness is to replace those bad habits with good ones. Habits are powerful because they operate on autopilot. Once a habit is ingrained, it doesn't require willpower or conscious effort. It just happens. So if you can turn discipline into a habit, it becomes much easier to maintain. Start small. Focus on building one good habit at a time. Maybe it's waking up early, or reading for 30 minutes a day, or exercising regularly. Whatever it is, commit to doing it consistently for at least 30 days. Use habit stacking. Link your new habit to an existing one. For example, after I brush my teeth, I will meditate for 10 minutes. This makes it easier to remember and integrate into your routine. Make it easy to do the right thing and hard to do the wrong thing. Want to exercise in the morning? Lay out your workout clothes the night before. Want to eat healthier? Keep junk food out of the house and stock up on healthy snacks. Track your progress. Use a habit tracker or journal to record your daily efforts. Seeing your streak of consistent behavior can be incredibly motivating. Celebrate small wins. Every time you choose discipline over laziness, no matter how small, acknowledge it. Give yourself credit. This positive reinforcement helps solidify the habit. Now, let's address a common misconception. The idea that successful people are always motivated, always energized, always excited about their work. That's simply not true. Successful people feel lazy sometimes too. They have days when they don't feel like getting out of bed, when they'd rather watch TV than work on their goals. The difference is they do it anyway. They understand that motivation is fleeting. It comes and goes. You can't rely on motivation to achieve your goals. You have to rely on discipline. Discipline is what gets you out of bed when you'd rather sleep in. Discipline is what keeps you working when you'd rather quit. Discipline is what pushes you to do one more rep, read one more page, make one more call, even when you don't feel like it. And here's the beautiful thing about discipline. The more you practice it, the easier it becomes. It's like a muscle. The more you use it, the stronger it gets. So don't wait until you feel motivated. Don't wait until you feel inspired. Take action now. Do what needs to be done, whether you feel like it or not. That's discipline. That's what separates the successful from the mediocre. Now, let's talk about the power of momentum. Because once you start building discipline, once you start making progress towards your goals, something amazing happens. You build momentum. Momentum is a powerful force. It's what turns a small snowball into an avalanche. It's what turns a tiny spark into a roaring fire. And in your life, it's what can turn small, consistent efforts into massive success. When you're consistent in your efforts, when you show up day after day, you start to see results. Maybe they're small at first, but they're there. And those results fuel your motivation. They strengthen your belief in yourself and your abilities. They make it easier to keep going, to push harder, to reach higher. And as you keep going, as you keep pushing, your results compound, your skills improve, your confidence grows, your momentum builds, and suddenly things that once seemed impossible start to feel achievable. This is why it's so important to start, even if you start small. Because once you build that momentum, it becomes much easier to keep going. The hardest part is often just getting started. So don't underestimate the power of small actions. Don't discount the impact of consistent effort. Every step forward, no matter how small, builds momentum. Every choice to be disciplined rather than lazy adds to that momentum. Now, let's address something that often holds people back. Perfectionism. Perfectionism might seem like the opposite of laziness, but in reality, it can be just another form of it. Perfectionists often procrastinate because they're afraid of not doing something perfectly. They'd rather not start at all than risk doing something imperfectly. But this is just laziness in disguise. Remember, done is better than perfect. Taking imperfect action is infinitely better than taking no action at all. You can always improve. refine and perfect as you go along. But you can't improve something that doesn't exist. So embrace imperfection. Embrace the learning process. Understand that mistakes and setbacks are not just inevitable. They're valuable. They're how you learn, how you grow. Don't let the fear of imperfection keep you stuck in laziness. Take action, even if it's imperfect action. Start, even if you're not sure you're ready. You'll figure it out as you go along. Now let's talk about resilience, because in your journey to overcome laziness and achieve your goals, you're going to face setbacks, you're going to face obstacles, you're going to have days when everything seems to go wrong. Resilience is what will get you through these tough times. It's the ability to bounce back from failures, to keep going in the face of adversity, to adapt when things don't go as planned. Resilience isn't about never falling down. It's about always getting back up. It's about viewing setbacks not as failures, but as learning opportunities. It's about maintaining your commitment to your goals, even when the path gets tough. So how do you build resilience? First, by reframing your view of challenges. See them not as insurmountable obstacles, but as opportunities to grow stronger, to learn, to improve. Second, by developing a strong support system. Surround yourself with people who believe in you, who encourage you, who lift you up when you're down. Third, by practicing self-care. Take care of your physical and mental health. Make sure you're getting enough sleep, eating well, exercising regularly. A healthy body and mind are more resilient to stress and challenges. Fourth, by cultivating a growth mindset. Believe in your ability to learn, to improve, to overcome challenges. See your abilities not as fixed, but as capable of growth through effort and learning. And finally, by celebrating your victories, no matter how small. Acknowledge your progress. Give yourself credit for your efforts. This builds your confidence and strengthens your resilience. Remember, resilience, like discipline, is a skill. The more you practice it, the stronger it becomes. Every time you face a challenge and push through, you're building your resilience muscle. Now, as we near the end of our time together, I want to leave you with a powerful thought. You have greatness within you. You have the potential to achieve amazing things. You have the ability to create a life that inspires and excites you. But that greatness, that potential, that ability, it's lying dormant within you. It's being smothered by laziness, by fear, by self-doubt. And the only way to unleash it is through discipline, through consistent effort, through unwavering commitment to your goals. You see, success isn't something that happens to you. It's something you create. It's the result of the choices you make every day, the habits you cultivate, the mindset you develop. And it all starts with a decision to no longer accept mediocrity, a decision to no longer let laziness control your life, a decision to step up, to push yourself, to become the best version of yourself. That decision, you can make it right now. In this moment, you can decide that from this day forward, you're going to live with purpose. You're going to pursue your goals with passion and determination. You're going to choose discipline over laziness, growth over comfort, action over excuses. It won't be easy. There will be days when you want to give up, days when the old habits call to you, days when laziness seems like the easier choice. But remember why you started. Remember what you're fighting for. Remember the future you're trying to create. And when those tough days come, when you feel like giving up, I want you to remember this moment. Remember the fire you feel right now, the determination, the commitment. Let it fuel you. Let it drive you forward. Because here's the truth. The person you become, the life you create. It's all up to you. You have the power to shape your destiny. You have the ability to overcome your limitations, to break through your barriers, to achieve things you never thought possible. But it all starts with a choice to kill your laziness, a choice to embrace discipline, a choice to commit to your own growth and success. So I ask you, what choice will you make? Will you choose comfort over growth, excuses over action, mediocrity over excellence? Or will you choose to step up, to push yourself, to become the best version of yourself? The choice is yours. And that choice, made consistently day after day, will determine the course of your life. So choose wisely, choose courageously, choose to kill your laziness and embrace your potential. Choose to create a life that inspires you, that fulfills you, that makes you proud. Because you have greatness within you, and it's time to let it shine. Thank you.